Good morning. Sun rises, kinda, on a new day as the division amplifies over these proposed hate speech and gun buyback laws, as was always going to be the case. As I said the other day, one person's hate speech is another person's free speech. Talking of which, an American academic has expressed his concern about the dangers to democracy in Australia because they're talking about cancelling free speech. Give me a break. We're not talking about that at all. We're talking about where the limits of free speech should be, and it's a very difficult business. In America, of course, they have a very different idea about free speech. You can virtually say whatever you want, and we see the result of that: the violence, the political discord, the anger, the echo chambers screaming at each other every day. And you just wonder, in a country of 330 million people, how many straws the Democratic camel can take before it says enough of this. But that's what you get when anybody can say virtually what they want to say and have no concern whatever for the consequences. Case in point, a week ago, that lady was killed in a tragic incident in Minneapolis, Minnesota. Sketched background quickly: she's in a car protesting about the ICE agents being in a city. She'd been encouraged to do so by the politicians. She's asked to move on by the police, by the agents. She doesn't. They ask her to get out of the car. She doesn't. She moves the car, bumps the agent. The agent shoots, and she's killed. But less important from that tragic event in Australia is the reaction in the context of our debate about freedom of speech. Because over there, within a couple of hours of that horrible event, we had the Vice President of the United States, J.D. Vance, and all the other politicians on that side of the aisle, saying it was a justifiable shooting. Now, for political reasons, they need to do that. They were always going to defend the agent, and that's fine if he's been called a murderer, as he was from the other side. But they didn't know the facts. They, like we, had seen a couple of videos from different angles, but straight away they decided it was a justifiable shooting. Some even called her a domestic terrorist. The lady's just been killed. Whatever she wasn't a domestic terrorist. Then on the other side, you had the mayor of that city and the governor of that state, Tim Walz, the incompetent who ran as Kamala Harris's vice presidential nominee. He said it was murder. Now, how on earth can they get inside the minds of that agent in a volatile situation, under pressure, with somebody refusing his directives, and say it was murder? Whatever it wasn't murder. But whatever it was, it's unlikely that it was either what they were saying or what they were saying. That was black, that was white. Somewhere in there is the answer, and it's more likely to be grey. Important for Australia is that none of what played out there could happen here, because we have limits about what the media can say, and what we can all say on social media or elsewhere. They don't. So straight away, you had all this stuff into the public domain. And if they think that's good for their country, that's great. I think we do it better. Have a great day.